first, you need to know the house value of the home. All right? This is the bare minimum you need to know. You need to be able to figure out the as-is value of the home, which means you need to be able to develop some way of determining rehab costs. All right? Understand return on investment for landlords. So when you're looking at a property, there's a couple different ways you look at it. Is there a high-end flip market? Yes or no? Pull the comps. Nice little thing, all the comps you select, there's a little feature on Real Comps that says export. And it exports it into a spreadsheet for you. I add another column all the way on the right, price per square foot, sold. Take that sold number, divide it by the square footage, now you got a price per square foot. Now you've got this sheet in front of you, go back to the comps, hit the back button, start at the top, click on it, look through the pictures. On your spreadsheet, is this a bungalow? Is this a ranch? Is it brick? Is it colonial? Is it top of the market? Is it a dump? Go through each one, especially in the beginning. Sometimes it takes me 30 minutes to do a single property even now, depending on how difficult it is to do. With practice, I can get through most of them in 10 minutes. Really detailed within a percent or two, just like that. When you break it down to a price per square foot, you're being more exacting, and you'll also see value opportunities, and it takes a lot of that emotion right out of it. It really does. Break it down that way. What about the as-is value? Sometimes, most of the time when you're looking, you're going to see it falls, at least if there's a lot of activity, into kind of like a layer. You're going to see the stuff that's real nice at the top. You're going to see some stuff in the middle, which goes from kind of middle nice down to maybe not so middle nice, but generally an appraisable value. And then you're going to see some of the not so nice stuff at the bottom of the market. Most of the time, Detroit, some areas excluded, but you'll look and you'll see this, right? So now you're seeing value. Oh, this one's similar to mine, and it's sold for X. And that's this much price per square foot. How many square feet do I have? Boom, you got a number. Ah, this is what it's selling for. I'm going to use a recent example. $97.7 per square foot. Okay, what I get? I got $145 for it. There's the top of the market. Here's all these other opportunities. Let me go look at them and start taking rehab costs out of them, and then how much I want to make, right? You need access to the MLS to do this, which means either you got to become an agent, or you got to make an agent friend. No, don't ask, and get added on as an agent. You need access to this in this market. There was a day and a time where a lot of wiggle room with Zillow. Not so much anymore. You got intense competition. When I show up at a property and you talk to them, first, I'm not leaving without a contract to tell me to fuck off. Two, my numbers are tight. You're going in guessing, throwing in reserve or that. I know the square foot of me. I know my rehab numbers. I can walk it in 10 minutes and know how close they were to telling the truth. Make my adjustment right there. Make the offer. Do likewise. That makes you difficult to defeat. You're going with that much knowledge. In the beginning, you're going in a little cold. You're doing the best you can. Still, take a look. If you have time and you're uncertain, drive the comp. Show up 30 minutes early to the appointment. Man, I'm not so sure about these numbers. Drive them. Oh, that does look similar to my house. Oh, that one does have a nice yard. Now I understand better why it's sold for more. Or this one looks great from the outside. Things start to make sense when you do that, right? Then you got to run it kind of as a landlord. This is especially in Detroit market, other markets as well, parts of Redford, Madison Heights, doesn't matter. You understand what a rental market is, right? Look for some sort of rental value. Most of the time, if it's above 10%, somebody might take a bite if it's in a nice neighborhood. If it's in Detroit, it might be more like 15 to 18%. Start thinking like a landlord, crunch their numbers, see how much they make. Now you can sell to a landlord and understand the value of the property. There are times you're going to pull comps and all you're going to see are cash sales, or the vast majority of what you see are cash sales. That's a good indication that this is mostly a rental market. Instead of running a traditional ARV, as is value, you look and see what they sold for, so you know how to price, but work it backwards. What do we think it'll rent for? Okay, how much work does it need? How much can I sell it for? Now I can work out a basic return on investment. Right? What is return on investment? This is basic, right? It's going to be your net income divided by your purchase, rehab, and acquisition costs, right? Make sure to take out maintenance. I do 10% maintenance, 10% vacancy, 10% property management. Pitch it conservative. I know a bunch of old school people do their own property management. Pitch it that way, so go, oh yeah, I'd make more than that. Then you get a number that's attractive to investors. That's what you pitch instead of flipping on the ARV. There are a ton of landlords, and over half my deals have been landlord deals, either with tenants or I sold them to people who put tenants in there. How I did that was think like a landlord.